Hey everyone, welcome back to another video with electrasoul. Hey guys, oh there we go. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video with electrasoul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual girl putting everybody on alongside a whole lot of other things. But today in this video, guys, hey, I'm covering a topic. I want to tell y'all first and foremost, it's from Sunic W8T. Hey girlie, I have a request. How can we manifest great health? Because the news always said that this food is poisonous can give you cancer. How can we manifest this fear of getting of serious healthiness? Thank you so much. I think what the grammar was a little bit like like hard to read a little bit, but I think what they're trying to say is basically avoiding anything that doesn't help you in terms of food and other things within this universe, which I do believe is super important, especially now. And I'm going to be completely honest with y'all, like, I keep up with everything, and I know for sure that everything that's going on as far as like, the FDA, that there's no more checks. As you know, there used to be a lot more checks regarding food and things like this, and things are a lot more different because of this, of everything going on and just like really shitty things. Honestly, I want y'all to know that us keeping up with our health and manifesting in favor of our health, especially now, is literally the most important thing. And I'm being for real, because in general, always manifesting in favor of your health has always been very important. I've always been a big advocator of that, because I feel like, I mean, of course, like, we have to be healthy, we have to be happy, and we have to understand that everything in this reality is benefiting us as opposed to anything else. But I really want y'all to like get your heads wrapped around that, because that's the kind of mindset you should have about everything in this reality benefiting you physically, emotionally, like everything. I'm being for real. Literally everything that you eat, everything that you're a part of, everything that is anything in your reality, you have to be sure that you're standing on business with it, and that they're all things that mentally benefit you, like I stated. And I'm being for real, like dead ass, guys. It's very important that you see everything in this reality as something that uplifts you, that helps you, and that heals you, as opposed to anything else, because you don't want to be a person who assumes the worst out of something out of fear, that you could get hurt, that this could poison you, that this could give you cancer and things like that. I want y'all to understand that our bodies, and this is something I think about a lot and something that I always use to manifest as well, I do believe that our bodies are very, 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 very strong. Like, I believe that we have hey, Bliss Festing, I love you too. Thank you. And hey guys, hey everyone else, Conscious Queen and Jada. God bless y'all. I love y'all. But basically, the whole thing with this is that everything, okay, our bodies are very strong. I believe that. I always have believed that. I remember that it's like you come to these polarizing ideas, you realize the body is, like, you can die in an instant, right? Almost like, oh, you can literally disappear in an instant because your body can give up on you, whatever. And then there's like the other side of your body is very, very strong, and you can get through a lot. Like, you can really get through so many things that you thought could kill you. Oh, this was killing me and I made it through. Fighting cancer, like fighting a whole bunch of different things, and your body will still somehow make it because you choose to make it. Like, that's one thing that I always believe, is that your strength and the way that your body reacts to such things is all a reflection of what you believe for yourself. Like, if you believe that you're strong, you believe that you're going to be okay, you believe that you're stronger than like the things that you're facing or whatever, you're going to overcome a lot. Like, you're going to be able to naturally just be strong enough to withhold the time, basically, and you can live until you're very old because you're choosing to not give up on yourself. And when this person asked me this question, I knew that this was something that was a lot more serious, because I feel like obviously it's very valid to think about such things, especially when in the world it seems like there's an increase. Actually, I don't want to say an increase, but low key, it kind of is. It's like times change and things change. And I remember that back in like the 60s, 70s, obviously, it was a huge pandemic of, or epidemic of, smoking cigarettes, and people didn't know that it was so bad for you until, it was killing people and things like this. Or even like radioactivity with microwaves, and just like a bunch of stuff that people didn't know, like plastic. And obviously now things are a lot different because we have a lot more awareness to these things. So we know that, like, okay, don't stand next to the microwave, you shouldn't even be using a microwave, don't smoke cigarettes, like things like that. Like, you have a lot of warnings and things that tell you what the truth is about certain healthy aspects within this reality. Now things are different, so now it's like there's different aspects of different things. For example, these phones, right? Like these phones right here, this can cause a whole bunch of different illnesses if you almost let it. You know what I mean? I do believe that a lot of things can affect you if you let them, and I also believe that if you don't let them, they won't affect you, because you won't be giving them the ability to do anything to you without your permission. And I'm very strong on that because I refuse to be one of those people who get physically affected by literally everything. Like I haven't, thank God, I haven't gotten sick in so long because I don't let myself get sick. Like I know to the logical mind that may be like, oh, well, how can you control that? You know, besides washing your hands, besides staying away from people who are sick and things like this. But the truth is that I am around people sometimes who are sick. Like I work with children too. And I see a lot of different things where people like there's snot. Bro, kids have snot on me every single day. Things like this. I feel like if I had a different kind of mindset, I would definitely be like, "Oh my god, these kids, oh, I'm going to get sick." Like this that. If I'm always saying I'm going to get sick, I'm going to get sick, I'm going to get sick, that's something that could literally affect me directly because I continue to assume I'm going to get sick because of X, Y, and Z. Or maybe you expect an annual fever or some shit, which is something that I used to like low key expect years ago, like, oh, I get sick at least once a year and it's like really bad type thing. And it used to happen to me. And I haven't gotten sick like that in literally years because I don't let myself. And I know that this topic is a lot deeper than just you getting sick on a day to day basis, you know, like even having a fever or a flu, even though those are important and, you know, scary things almost, it can be scary. I feel like this is more so covering the fact that your body can be affected by such things that you consume, by the things that you're surrounded by the things that you apply to your body and things like this. Yeah, and I want y'all to know that even with that, I definitely am someone who is health conscious. Like I'm not going to smoke a cigarette, obviously. Like I'm not going to do things like this that I know could harm me because it's just that's the way it's always been implemented within my mind. Cigarettes are harmful. I don't want anything to do with that, and I can always assume that they don't harm me as much as like anything else. And that could probably be I mean, that would be the truth if I claim that, but I don't want to because I'm not interested in that. But let's say that, for example, there's like certain foods that you eat that people say this is really bad for you. You shouldn't be eating that. It can cause cancer. It can give you this. It can give you that. The truth is that a lot of things that you consume can do that, technically speaking, but it's your choice to actually let it affect you or to not let it affect you. And I say this like crazy. It's crazy because it literally is exactly as I'm saying it. I'm gonna tell y'all an example. So, for example, I remember that a while ago somebody told me to never eat, what did they say? Like, don't eat something sweet first thing in the morning. They're like, don't eat something sweet first thing in the morning, that it could spike your sugar levels and all this stuff. And like some people can get diabetes from this because your insulin or something about your sugar levels basically need that high now from you actively taking sugar first thing in the morning, like your sugar levels spike up. So I remember I heard that, and upon me hearing that, I I basically started to assume low key that that was true. I was like, "Oh, like, you know, I'm a sweet tooth. Like, I eat chocolate every single day. I'd never miss a day eating chocolate. So sometimes I do eat chocolate first thing in the morning, if I'm being real. Like, honestly, it depends on the day. If I wake up really late, I'll eat chocolate, but I can't eat it like 9 a.m. But I mean, I can, but I don't want to. But let's say it's like 3 p.m. and it's like my first thing. I eat some chocolate. I remember that it was like because I believed this, what I was told for a little bit of time, I began to actually feel like my almost like more hyper. Do you know what I mean? I started to feel like more jittery. I started to feel more affected by things that I was consuming. And I remember thinking that, holy shit, this is such a mindset because it literally feels like to me that the only reason that this is playing out like this is because I began assuming that my sugar levels are spiking up as a result of me eating chocolate first thing in the morning. Therefore, I literally felt the effects of that. And it wasn't concerning me, so to say, but I wasn't happy about it because I was like, I'm not claiming that. I don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, I wanna be healthy, I wanna feel good all the time, and I did this for many years and nothing ever happened to me, so I shouldn't be assuming that something's gonna start happening to me now, even with this new information. So I stopped claiming that that was a factor to begin with me. Like, I stopped thinking, "Oh, yeah, this is gonna affect me. This is hurting me. This is whatever." And I basically just began to understand that everything was alright regarding everything I was consuming, and that I had nothing to worry about, and that no matter what, like, no matter what I consume and no matter what I do, my body will be good, and it's not like I will develop diabetes or something like that. Everything will be good because I said so and that's it. My body works with me always. This is my mindset that I always have because I do feel like it's very important to be very health conscious in this way. You have to be on top of business when it comes to your health. So I would say these things, and then eventually, because I started saying that, I stopped claiming this whole like sugar spike thing. Therefore, my body began to work with me and I no longer felt the effects of eating chocolate first thing in the morning. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel the tingles and like the hyperness of it all. I just felt chill, calm like I used to when I didn't even think about those things. And then everything was good. And I can easily tell you guys it's the same thing with people as you age kind of thing. So I'm 25 years old, and I feel like I could easily be one of those people who are like, "Oh, my body's not the same as it used to be," which is so ridiculous. But there's some people who say things like this. They limit themselves automatically because grandma told you that your back isn't the same and all this other bullshit. You're not trying to listen to that. You can easily start saying easily. I say easily because it's literally all limiting beliefs that are implemented into society, but it's not actually easy because you're not supposed to be assuming this way. So let's pretend that I decided to claim what grandma is telling me and start acting like, oh, I got to be careful what I eat now because it could really affect my body. And of course, do be careful about what you eat in general, only because again, I am health conscious, but I'm not like super strict. I'm not like, I'm not going to eat that. That's bad for me. Or I'm going to skip that one for today. No, like if I want dessert, I'm going to eat dessert. I really don't care. But yeah, so I can easily say to myself, oh, I got to be careful what I consume and what this, because there's people who've gotten ill from this, or people who've gotten affected by this over time, and I don't want anything to do with that. You can say those things, but honestly speaking, the best thing you can do for yourself is just assume that no matter what you do, what you eat, what you consume, what you're surrounded by, what you interact with, that your body will always work with you as opposed to anything else. And the same thing goes with, what's it called, I saw what Sunik said. Yes, I'm sorry. I wanted to write, how can we avoid getting serious illness? So yes, basically, exactly the same thing with that. You have to just literally assume it in favor of your health at all times, more than you worry about getting sick, being physically affected by anything, or just having any kind of turmoil on your body. You literally have to assume in favor of health more than anything else. And I'm serious, because the people that I've seen in my reality, and I'm being dead ass. Like, I'm telling you guys from my perspective what I've seen for myself firsthand in my reality. So if people are different and you've seen something different, that's your life. But in my reality, everyone who's actually gotten like sick and things like this, in Jesus' name, I'm like claiming the best for everyone, are the people who worried so much about their health, so much to the point that they were like embodying that shit mentally. You know what I mean? Where they were like, oh my God, I have to be careful about this and I can't do that because it can cause that. Like people who, it's kind of like the giraffe from Madagascar, literally that. Okay. So the giraffe from Madagascar, who's always so worried about every single little thing affecting them, so much to the point that they won't do anything at all because I could get sick, I could get this, I could get that. You have to literally say the opposite at this point. If you want to be happy and you don't want to be worried all the time, which I know no one wants to be worried all the time, but there's some people who are comfortable with that. You should never be comfortable with worrying so much. You have to remind yourself, everything benefits me, everything's going to be okay. My body is very strong. Guys, you have to conceptualize that for real. You need to think about how strong your body really is in general. Your body fights things every single day. You have a crazy amount of white and red blood cells that work with you. Everything is on your side. Your immune system is thriving. Everything wants to help heal you, period. It's not a factor of survival, like, oh my God, am I going to make it through the day? You're going to make it through the years. You're going to make it through the rest of time with your permission. It's genuinely your choice. And I mean, even then, I've seen this and I love it. I've reposted these things, but y'all have seen like those grandmas that are like, oh, 105 years old. And you're like, what's your secret? I drink every day. I'm not saying to drink. I don't like drinking. But like, for example, you ask them, what's your secret? How did you live for 120 years? I just ate whatever the fuck I wanted, and yeah, that's it. Like, basically, you know what I mean? You assume the best out of all these things. You don't let that become a limitation in your reality where you now believe that, okay, I again can't do this, can't do that, whatever, in case I can get something. Or even if you have family members who have things that you're afraid that you can be affected by. What if I get what my grandma has, what my grandpa has, what my dad has, whatever? First, that's not your reality. It has nothing to do with you. Okay. If I'm being honest, whatever it is that these people are going through, of course, always be there and assume the best for them. But never tie yourself to that reality if it's not what you want for yourself. If it's something that you do want, such as, oh, my dad is so healthy and it's like iconic how he gets through everything healthily, his body is thriving and it's amazing to see. Claim that for yourself, you know? Sometimes people with limitations will see that and they'll be like, of course, my dad's like that, but I'm not. So why are you saying these things if you don't want that to be true? Like, you want to be like your father in this way. You want to be like iron. You want to be super strong, super invincible. Claim the good aspects of everyone that you see around you, including your family members. If you have family members who have lived for like super long, let's say 80 plus years, 90 plus years, 100, and they're thriving and whatever, they're calm, they're good. Claim that for yourself. The same energy goes for you. You're good. Like you got amazing health. You're thriving in favor of what you need to be thriving in. Everything is beautiful for you, genuinely speaking, because you're letting it all be. But that's your choice to make. You have to make these choices mentally speaking. Because again, for myself, I was someone who grew up very anxious, very, very, very anxious. And I used to be very afraid of a lot of things. I used to be afraid of death. I used to be afraid of things happening to my family, things happening to me, just like a lot of different things. And I've learned that I, even now, if I really wanted to freak out over some shit, I really could, but I'm not going to because that makes me feel so low. It makes me feel so drained. It makes me feel like something could really happen to me and I could not live with that. Like, I don't want anything to happen to me, obviously. I'm very strong. I'm very capable. I have nothing to truly fear. So I'm not going to sit here and entertain things that make me feel like, oh, I have something to really fear in my reality. No, I want to be healthy. I always want to assume that my bloodline is clean, like for real, because I've thought about things like this, you know? It's just like normal human shit, I feel. You think like, oh, what if something happens to me one day? Or like, what if I get older and X, Y, and Z? But you don't want to think that way. Like that, genuinely, okay? As a figure skater, that's even something for me physically. This may, I mean, it's all health related. I'm thinking about internal health and external health. But like, let's say for me, I'm a figure skater, so I go very hard. I'm officially learning doubles, yay. And I'm learning officially learning my axle on ice and things like this. So the thing with figure skating is that what is it a lot on? It's a lot on your legs. Okay. So am I gonna sit here and say, oh my God, I'm not trying to have blah 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 by the time I'm 30, like shit like that, right? I'm not gonna sit here and entertain a story that I don't want, acting like, oh, I can't do that because I don't want my body to be that affected by this. I don't want my back to be broken later on. I don't want to have bad health. I don't want this. I don't want that. Like I want to be fucking strong, right? So what I'm going to say is that every single thing that I do in figure skating benefits me to the most of my ability. Therefore, it manifests that way and I become a lot stronger, a lot more powerful, and a lot more capable of doing everything. And I'm telling you guys, like, my knees don't hurt anymore. They used to hurt, honestly, a lot more before because I was learning a lot of jumps. And now my legs, they literally don't hurt. Like, my legs have grown so much because I'm staying consistent in this mindset of figure skating benefits me. It makes me even stronger. And it definitely has. And there was something else I was going to add to that. I don't remember, but all I do know is that because I'm assuming in favor of this, my reality gives me opportunities to strengthen my body a lot. And I've heard a lot of figure skaters say, "Oh my God, my legs are broken, my back's fucked up. I can't do this, I can't do that." And it's like, okay, I understand, but I refuse. Like, I don't want to live like that. I don't want my reality to reflect that for myself. I want to be very health conscious. I want to be very on top of my shit, and I want to feel like the healthiest version of myself that I can possibly be. I'm always capable, always with stamina, always healthy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here and start assuming that because I'm doing so many jumps that my knees are going to get fucked up. So for example, I'm a Capricorn. That's what I was going to say earlier. I'm a Capricorn. We rule the knees, okay? So what that means is that whatever part of your body that you rule from your zodiac sign, use it to your advantage. So that's what I do for myself. I basically say my knees are ruled by Capricorn. So because of that, obviously every time I figure skate and I do anything with my legs, my knees, it's even better for me. Like I'm strengthening myself even more. That gives me a lot of security. That gives me a lot of confidence and it makes me feel like I'm good. Like I'm always going to be good. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about comparing yourself to other people and saying, "Oh, you have such a shitty mindset and that's why you have X, Y, and Z," because of course not. Like even then don't victim blame because I do believe that, even if something's happened that way, you don't want to blame someone for assuming something in that way, because those limiting beliefs are usually conditioned. But I will say that if you have the ability, which you do, to encourage somebody else to assume the best out of their health, please do it. Some people are stubborn and they'll be like, "That's bullshit. I don't believe that." That's your problem. At that point, I'm like, okay, that's your problem. But it comes out of fear. Like all of those limitations come from fear. You're a strong person, you're strong minded, and you know that your body's always working in favor of you. And this is how you avoid serious illnesses because even then, things like that could never touch you. They could never affect you without your permission because now you consciously know that you have that much power in your reality to stay on business this much. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's a very beautiful thing to know that you're always this healthy within yourself and this health conscious too. so much to the point that you just always allow your reality to bless you instead of anything else. That's how I am, that's how I work, and that's how I will always be, because I'm not trying to like experience anything I don't want to as I grow older. I'm really not, you know, like I'm always going to assume that I get better, brighter, stronger, prettier, richer. Like everything gets better with time, always. You know, I feel like I was a lot weaker 5 years ago than now, which even then I don't claim that. Like I was always very strong, but I'm even stronger now, is my point. So don't even say I was weaker back then. Be like, I'm stronger now. Focus on the better, the positivity behind it all, you know? And that will ultimately manifest as a result of you standing on business so strong. It's a very beautiful thing. Like I'm very proud of all of y'all because I know that you all are working towards being your most healthy, your healthiest selves. And that's exactly what I want, always consistently, guys. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna read the comments because I do see a lot of like health-based things here, and I'm very happy about it. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for listening this far, for real, because y'all know, like, I'm gonna go in on every topic that I possibly can. But with that being said, okay, so let's see. Hey guys, I love y'all so much. Can you help me with manifesting social media fame? Manifesting social media fame is as easy as saying that you're very popular online, everyone loves your content, having confidence in the content that you post. You have to believe that people want to see what you're posting and that you find value in it, therefore other people do. It's very simple, honestly. You just have to like let the algorithm work for you and never assume that you're a victim of the algorithm, because some people are like, oh my god, the algorithm works against me. I don't claim that, because I remember I used to, and that shit made me so like depressed, because I would actually see that work out. I would actually see the algorithm work against me, and I didn't want that. So I was like, no, the algorithm loves me, always works with me, always posts me, and it started working that way. And yeah, it stayed that way. But I intend that that helps you. It's very simple. It's just like a confident mindset, basically self concept up on 100. I did a full chakra meditation and it was so surreal. I cried and it felt electric, like shocks down my back. Then afterwards, I was speechless and thoughtless. The only words that can describe how I felt was as if I've been humbled in some way. I feel like I'm naturally attracted towards healthy foods. Yes, girl, I'm telling you, that's so crazy, because yesterday I was like, let me do a chakra meditation and I didn't. And maybe I'm going to take this as a sign that I should. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm so happy that you healed yourself in that way too. And I'm glad that you spiritually touched yourself in that way. You get me? Like, that's what she said, but for real, I'm glad that you spiritually are in tune with yourself in such a beautiful way. I love that for you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And yes, naturally being attracted to healthy foods, I feel like I've grown that way too. So it's something that comes with your assumption of being healthy. You naturally gravitated towards the healthiest things, and it feels so good to be that way. Hey, my girl. Hey, Tropic. Can you make a God sleep subliminal like a white noise background? Much love always. Let me screenshot that. Honestly, sure, why not? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And if you guys have any suggestions for anything y'all want me to do subliminals on anything specific, please let me know. I would love to do them always. Doing meditation can help us to manifest what we want. Yes, it can. If you meditate and you visualize what you want and you're like very centered and focused on that, absolutely, you can manifest a lot of greatness. So it's about visualization and connecting yourself with the void state, which is already within you. So connecting yourself with that energy of seeing all of your desires and then moving forward in that direction. Absolutely. Hey, Benzilla. Hi, Electra Babe. How are you? Happy to see you. Always keep rocking. You're a bright, shining star. I love you so much. I love you too. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. You're the best. And I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you so much for being here and for always being so supportive. I appreciate you so much. God bless you, Angel. Always, for real. Have you ever heard about the subliminal channel, Celestial Subliminals? And do you think they're safe? They have a lot of 8-hour tapes, which are my favorite. Actually, I do know that account and I have listened to a lot of their subliminals. Let me see if they're safe. I feel like they're safe, but for some reason, this is like low key spiritual download. I feel like the creator isn't like very, very super confident in their subliminals, which may affect the effectiveness of the subliminals. But I do believe that they have good intentions. I just think that they need to be more like confident in them. That's what I feel. But if you have confidence in their subliminals, it'll work fine for you. I just think that the creator needs to initially have that enormous amount of confidence behind it too. Of course, Sunik. OMG, thank you for covering this topic. It's so important for everyone. I agree. It is super important, and I'm super happy to cover it a lot. That's why I don't drink or smoke, or I don't smoke or drink alcohol. That's really good. I'm glad that you're doing that for yourself and that you feel like health conscious in that way to protect yourself. Whatever's best for you, please do it. God bless you, though. And I'm glad that you're doing these things for you always. I was wondering if I could robotically affirm my way into pure consciousness, like thinking to reach a place of not thinking at all, if that makes sense. Absolutely, you could do that. You could definitely do that. And I do recommend it, especially if you have like the spiritual capability, which you do, of like relaxing and visualizing it and just going in on it, affirming, affirming, affirming with confidence. Absolutely. It's already done. Like you're already there, but yes. What do you feel my SP's aura color is? For me, I've speculated green or blue. And also, what color is my aura? Let me see. I see that they're red. I feel like it's red with like other green like that. I feel like it's like going. I feel like you're blue, like light blue. It kind of reminds me of this, but darker. It's like it's not sky blue. It's like a little darker than this, but it's like really nice. That's so cute. Aw, I love that. Hi, beautiful. Oh, hey, hibiscus. Hi, beautiful Earth Angel. I still haven't given birth yet. Could you intuitively tell me when I'll go into labor and give birth? Thank you again for all of your support and guidance. Of course, I got you. You're so cute. Let me see. I feel like it'll be a few more days. I don't know why it keeps like going, but I think it has something to do with your reality. I feel like low key like 5 days, but I feel like 5 days is kind of pushing it. I feel like 5 days is like the most that it would be, but I think that was after I said 8 days. Remember? You remember I said 8 days like 3 days ago, so it's probably that. Very interesting. But let us know. Keep us updated with your delivery, girl. We want to hear all about it. Nothing wrong with chocolate in the AM with coffee as long as you don't overdo it. Yeah, exactly. Even that, it's like a mindset. As long as you're on top of your shit, you listen to your intuition. If you feel like keep eating, don't eat, whatever, you're good. You know, it's like intuition based. It's always intuition based. Like today I was eating ice cream first thing in the morning and I just stopped whenever I intuitively felt like to stop and then it was good, you know, and I'm completely fine. I'm going to apply this topic to my low iron. Good. Please do that always. And drink your orange juice. Yes, drink your orange juice, guys. Drink your kombuchas. I love kombucha. Period. Hey, Benzilla. Wow, you're 25. I'm 31. That's amazing. Very true. Our bodies are powerful. Yeah, I am. And yes, it is true. And that's really cool. You're 31. So you're born 6 years before me. You're born in 1994. That's cool. You're a 90s baby. It's funny. I think it can be difficult to manifest away health issues when you can feel it and it affects your daily life. I believe that that definitely can be the case, especially if you like allow it to be the case, honestly, because even then, I think that I've been through things where I was like very deeply affected by my health and you can feel it a lot, but I always like assume, I always visualize like angels working with me. That's the thing. I've gotten sick so bad. I don't even want to tell you because it's gross, but like I literally have gotten sick so fucking bad that like it was like gross. But throughout that whole time, I was visualizing God helping me, angels healing me. And then eventually it passed. And it took a little bit, but it passed. And I remember I was like, so thankful that I was on my own side that whole time. So I think even if you have health issues and they affect you every day, I believe that you can get through it very strongly if you let yourself believe that you're always taken care of regardless. Like if you believe that angels are with you and always caring for you as opposed to you thinking that you're a complete victim and that this is just happening to you and that's it and you have to deal with it. I think that that would help so much more than you accepting the health issue as this is my fate, you know, unless you're ready to die on that hill, but you're not. Like, I don't think anyone wants to, unless you actually want to, which I don't think anyone does. I think you just have to be strong mentally and the rest will play out for sure. But angels are always helping, and that's something that will always help you too mentally. Do you offer Reiki chakra balancing on your website? I do. I actually do. Everything is down below in the description box. I also do law of assumption and spiritual readings and coaching. So yes, I do all that stuff. You could go check it out if you'd like. Hi, Electra. I wanted to know if you could give me a channeled message from my childhood dog. My grandma gave him away when I was a kid because he was sick and she couldn't pay to keep him, but she didn't. Aw, let me do my last goodbyes. Aw, that's sad. But it's okay. I'm manifesting the best. Let me see. I feel like your dog knew that you loved them a lot, and I feel like he knew that you loved him a lot. I feel like his soul was not ready to be with y'all. Like that's why it separated so early. I feel like your dog had a lot, like soulfully had a lot to learn in this reality. But I feel like your dog really loved you a lot, and I feel like your dog will low key come back to you. Are you an adult? Because if you're not an adult, when you're an adult, you're gonna adopt a cat, and I feel like this cat will have the same soul of that dog. Like I feel reincarnation energy here, and I feel like your dog will be back for you, but in a much more mature form. And the cat will have green eyes. I see like dark. I have like goosebumps. Oh my god. Like dark fur and green eyes. Not black, but like dark. You know, like brown. So cute. Oh my gosh. God bless you and your doggy though. I tell my body every day that I am healthy and my body is healed and my health is great and it will remain great. It really works. It does because if you're working with yourself up here, it's everything out here is gonna align. As someone with a history with knee issues, I'm so proud of you for getting stronger. Thank you so much, Benzilla. That's really sweet. I'm a Capricorn rising and Pisces sun. Very interesting that you're a Capricorn. That's really cool. That means that you come off as a Capricorn. So for sure, this definitely applies to you too. So just claim the best for your knees and everything else will align too, like physically speaking. I suddenly started loving fruits like apples more. Good. That's good. That's really good. As you should. I love fruits more now too. I like vegetables a lot more now. What about Enchanted Workshop? Are they safe? I think I heard of their subliminals. Um, I see that they're safe. I see that they're safe. They're good. Everything always gets better with time. Proud of you, myself, and everyone. Thank you, Benzilla. You're right. And I'm proud of all of us too so much. That's really sweet of you to say. I'm now 39 weeks, lol, and I'm ready to give birth. Is there anything I could do intuitively that could help me give birth sooner? I gave birth to my first child at 39 weeks and a day. Oh, yeah. Okay, so today's 39 weeks. All right, period. Let me see what you can do. I feel like consume something. I see like consuming something, like a juice or something. I low-key saw like orange or carrot juice. Is that even like a thing? I don't know, but I saw you like drinking something that's like inducing. I read kombucha. I don't think kombucha. I don't know. Honestly don't know the health aspects of like what you consume for pregnancy, but I did see like orange juice or carrot juice and it like kind of like pushing things out more. Wow. Okay. I see something consumption wise though. Please keep us updated, babe. For real. And oh my god, I love kombucha. A lot of people see it taste like wine. It low key does, but I got used to it and I really like it a lot. And obviously doesn't make me drunk. So period. And Channel Workshop subs have always worked with me. I manifested so much using their subs. I've been using their subs since like 2021. Yeah, um I feel like they're pretty confident in their subliminals. Yeah, and pineapple juice, I do need some pineapple juice. It looks like orange juice. Wow, yes, girl, get to it, like for real. That's crazy. I saw vividly like you drinking something. So drink some and let us know. Oh my gosh. Um, out of curiosity, have you ever been high? I know it's random, but I just wondered. Oh baby. I'm a stoner, yes. I don't ever talk about it because I don't want, like, my family to see it, but yes, I smoke, like, every day. I smoke weed, but yeah, I smoke weed, like, every day, but I'm always very health conscious about it. I don't smoke I smoke papers. I don't use, what's it called? Like, you see, I don't even remember Grabba. I don't use any tobacco-based products or anything like that. But yeah, I do. I do almost every day because honestly, like I have to stay on top of my business, and when I'm high, I just like want to go to sleep. So and eat chocolate, but it's good. And everyone, be careful doing anything like that. Be very health conscious. Okay, always. Hi, Electra. Do you ever think you'll go back to the lofi beat style subliminals? I could, but people didn't want those. Like I remember I was doing that, and everyone was like, "I like the chill music, like this that." So I just stopped doing it. But if you want, like, I can see what I can do. Just let me know. But yeah, it's my team. Could you do a channeled message? Could you do a channeled message for my future daughter? I have two sons, but I had a chemical pregnancy before my first child, and I know in my heart it was a girl. Does she want to be born after her baby brother, older brother? Um, I see that she does, but I feel like this is like a new development, and I feel like she knows that you're gonna be a great mother. You're gonna grow a lot through having this child, like a lot as a mother through having this child. That's so sweet. Aw, what do you intuitively feel like I could do to open my third eye quickly, like as in a method or a habit I can do daily? I feel like I keep seeing visualize blue energy going into your third eye chakra, like very, I see that clearly. Just visualize it coming through, coming through, coming through. And yeah, I see that being very simple, quick, fast. And yes, it will be very good. Automatically opened. Why do I see so much baby content nowadays? Honestly, because of pedophiles, if I'm being honest. But also, if you're saying spiritually for you, I feel like it's to open your mind to, like, a baby in the future, but that's something that you'll get to that. You'll get to that point in the future. Hi, Electra. I wanted to know natively if I should manifest an SP out of thin air or a girl named Soraya or Layla and why. Um, I feel like Layla? I don't know. I feel like do someone specific that you feel connected to, but don't have fear and have a lot of confidence in it. Um, yeah, I feel like you could do someone specific. I love kombucha, good for your gut too. Yeah, I fucking love kombucha. You're right about that. Can you tell us your workout routine? I remember you said you had one. Honestly, I do. It's for figure skating though. I would do like over 100 jump rope. I do pistol squats. I do it's like a bunch of leg exercises. I'm gonna start working on my arms a lot more too for figure skating, but I do like a lot of stretches. I do the pin, so I grab my foot from the side and I go like behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like raise my leg all the way up. And I do it's like a lot of like jumping stuff, a lot of jumping stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of, like, figure skating stuff. But, of course, hibiscus, so much, of course. I need some advice. What do you do if you're using the law of assumption and staying positive, but somehow things seem to be getting worse or reality and the people around you don't seem to respond? Honestly, you just have to keep charging through and fuck everything else. Like, even if things seem like they're going wrong, it's your job to stay confident as fuck. Like, you have to stay on top of business and don't let anything discourage you because it's not meant for you. You have to keep going. Take it all as a sign to motivate you to go stronger and to be like, nah, you know what? Like, I know I'm right. I'm good. Positivity always wins, always. And your reality will end up responding ultimately in your favor because that's what you're striving for. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, it's very important that you continue with this mindset. I promise you, you're doing the right thing and you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. I was actually born in 1995. 1994 was close. That's cute. That's really cool. That's really cool. Were you born at, like, the beginning of the year then? Very interesting. Because my partner and I have been talking about a third child after having our second. Me and my partner have always wanted a baby girl, and he's open and willing to have like 7 kids until we have a girl. And I'm like, no, I already now have one boy and another boy about to be born. So for me, the only way I see myself having a third child is if it for sure is a girl. But in my heart, I would love to have a baby girl because it does change my birth control plans immediately after birth, which is why I was inquiring. I understand. I feel like you are gonna have a girl ultimately, and I do feel like it'll be the third one and you will change a lot as a result of you having that baby girl. So God bless you always. No, I feel like the third kid will be I do feel like I there's 13 people in the chat. There were the 3 I took as a sign in 36 minutes. So yes, I do believe that. And the last question. I feel like baby content is being pushed to our front pages because birth rates are going down, like low key subliminal message to encourage people to have kids. You're right. You're right. And y'all know why? It's to steal these babies and to eat them. I'm not even kidding. Like literally to keep people in debt, in poverty, and shit like that. We don't claim that. Have children at your own pace. Don't let anyone encourage you to. Don't get baby fever because, oh my God, babies are so cute. They're not accessories, they're human beings. If you're gonna have a baby, be ready for that shit. Okay, guys? But all right, I love you guys so much. So, so much. Of course, you guys are so welcome. Last question for real. Are our soul and subconscious mind the same thing? I see our soul as a guide and our subconscious mind as a doer, but I heard that both have the answer to everything and that our soul is our higher self and our sub mind is referred to as God. I believe the soul is its own being in terms of that's your own spirituality. The subconscious mind picks up on ego things and soulful things because it picks up on everything in your physical reality. Your subconscious mind does know the answer to everything because it knows what your soul knows, but it also knows all that your ego knows. You know what I mean? So it works both ways. But for the soul thing, it's like your soul is its own thing. It only taps into soulful things, not egotistical things, and your subconscious mind can tap into both because that's what you think about on a day-to-day basis and what you're affected by on a day-to-day basis as a human being with an ego. You know what I mean? But all right, guys. Oh my gosh, I love y'all so much. Yes, please be ready before having kids and be ready to become the best version of yourself for real because your children are constantly learning from you always, and you have to be the biggest inspiration for them and for everyone else around you too. And thank you guys so much as well. Oh my gosh, I love y'all so much. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me and for talking with me and for being here. And I will be back on Monday for another Spiritual Monday video. I'm very excited. I'm going to upload my subliminal and affirmation tape on Sunday. So I'm very excited about that. That's like the new schedule is every Sunday. But don't worry, guys. If you join late, yeah, just rewatch it. I'll be back. We're going to talk again more. My sisters and I are going live tomorrow. So if you guys want to subscribe to our channel, please feel free because we'll be here. We're going to talk to y'all and everything. It's going to be great. But I love y'all so freaking much. Please take care, everyone. God bless all of y'all. And thank you guys for everything. And also, yeah, this whole family live. I took a picture. I'm going to remember like in my photos, like, what the question was specifically. But, yeah, subscribe if you guys would like to keep updated. I'm very excited and very happy for everything. I love you guys. God bless you guys. And, of course, Bang Ting Lily, you're so sweet. Thank you guys so much. Of course, thank you all so much. Have a beautiful day. I love y'all so much, for real. Love y'all more than anything. Bye, angels. God bless you. Please take care, everyone. Manifesting a beautiful day. Bye.